What makes a great actor? Honesty, commitment, dedication, but honesty. Acting is living in the moment, moment to moment. Acting is discovering. Acting is being honest. Um, Honesty. Your job is to portray the character. I don't want to pretend to be anything portraying this character because the character is not pretending. The character really cares. The character is feeling things. So as an actor, I want to identify with what he's feeling. I want to honestly portray him. I have an obligation to tell his story. For instance, if I'm sad about something, if my character is sad, he just he just broke up with his girlfriend. He's been with for 5 years and he's sad. Okay, I'm not going to act like I'm sad because I broke up with my girlfriend. I need to go in depth to what did she mean to me? What was that relationship mean to me? What and my feeling needs to be clear for me. I'm not going to generalize it. I want to examine it. Each person in my life means something to me. So my relationship with my ex, I want to examine that. I want to, because I might not just be sad. I might be angry. I might be lonely. There's all kinds of emotions that are going through me. We're human beings. We're complex. There could be a part of me that's relieved. You know what I mean? So it's like I want to examine all of that. And then the dialogue stems from that. You always want to work from a place of honesty. What's happening in here is a result of what you see. You follow me? So I want to examine what that is. And then I'm listening to what the dialogue is saying. And that's how I'm thinking. That's how I'm expressing myself in my painful state or whatever state, emotional state I'm at. I'm expressing myself verbally, through the dialogue. And so with that combination, my work is deep. And then when I'm listening, from that emotional state, from that place of honesty, and I'm listening to my ex, and she's telling me why she doesn't want to be with me, right? And I'm examining it. Now, I know the script is it's going to be in the script. She says, Mary says, no, I don't want to be with you anymore. Goodbye. I can't do this anymore, right? I know that as an actor, that's there, but also as the character, you want to hear it for the first time. So once you're clear about your emotional state, your place, right? And you're listening to her as the words come out her mouth, moment to moment. There's a reaction. My body, when I'm listening, I'm resonating, all right? And things are going to happen to me depending on how I feel about her, right? And what I'm hearing, it's going to affect me. And before I say anything, I have to allow that to resonate. The realization of the fact that I've been with her for 5 years and she's breaking up with me, and then my dialogue, but there's two types of dialogue that just happen. You have the physical dialogue. 80-90% of communication is physical, right? It's behavior, right? And then the verbal dialogue. So it's layered. It's very layered, and it becomes very powerful. Sometimes words are not even needed because of behavior, especially when you're actively listening. And by actively listening, you're moment to moment. So what makes a great actor is honesty. Be honest in your work.